Welcome to Cooking with Kefi. I'm your host, George Kyrtatas, and I've got my good buddy, clown, chef extraordinaire, Geoff Johnson with me.
Clown, really?
Clown. You might have seen him on Food Network shows. You've also seen him right here in my house, cooking with me, on other episodes of Cooking with Kefi. James Beard, chef of America. We're here. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back.
I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me back.
Pleasure.
It's a pleasure only because of contract issues. That's why I'm here.
You have to be here, in other words.
Yeah. You locked me in.
That hurts. That was painful. You know what? You could just wash dishes all night and I'll just cook all the food, because then it might taste good.
Well, we'll see about that.
All right. You know, we've got a couple fun recipes for our viewing audience.
I love the recipes for today.
The one is super simple. It's ridiculous how simple it is. And the other one's gonna kind of...
That means George can even make it at home.
That's the one I'm making.
Yeah.
Then there's one that's actually a little bit more difficult, but still easy enough for any kind of beginner cook to make. Want to talk about them?
Yeah, it's the wild mushroom risotto, and...
No. Let's go in order. Don't get ahead of yourself.
All right, we can do that. We're gonna do the pasta with the sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, basil, lemon, some fried Brussels sprouts.
What are you talking about? The fried Brussels sprouts, we're garnishing them the risotto with. You're mixing.
I'm mixing it all up for you.
Focus over here. Just play him aside. We got spaghetti with pasta. We're gonna throw some sun-dried tomatoes,
is this wine for anything,
garlic.
or is...
Notice how the bottle's not here?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want you drinking it.
Oh, okay.
All right, focus. We're working here.
There's wine here.
We got the spaghetti, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, onions, Parmesan cheese.
Green olives.
Green olives.
Now, why are you using green olives versus Kalamata olives or any other olive?
I find in this, a nice Spanish green olive works a little better.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I'm Greek. We use Kalamata olives in everything. This just has a little bit less of a salty flavor and more of that olive flavor.
Gotcha.
That really works well with the sun-dried tomatoes and kind of balances things out. We're just gonna put a little basil in it, a little lemon juice, a little extra virgin olive oil, toss it all together. This is one of those meals that when you're pressed on time, you've only got 5 minutes start to finish. This is it. It's simple, healthy, quick, colorful. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, look at the color that you got just off of these sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh, they're beautiful, and I like the fact that we're using the whole wheat pasta.
Whole wheat pasta.
Yeah.
You know, we don't eat that much pasta when we're in Greece, you know, but when we do, we try to keep it as healthy as possible. So I wanted to use a whole wheat pasta, just going back to my roots, you know.
Right.
Healthy, fast, fresh ingredients.
Sure.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna cook with my assistance.
Well, I don't know how much assistance that's gonna be, but
we're gonna do a risotto here.
yes.
But we're gonna use wild mushrooms. We got a nice arborio rice. We got some Parmesan cheese. We're gonna throw that in. Parsley, chicken broth.
And also the leeks, the white onions. Now I like to use arborio rice. Now risotto is a style of cooking rice. It isn't necessarily the rice itself. The arborio rice is the rice that is used for risotto. Risotto is kind of like if you're making rice pilaf is a style of cooking. So the risotto is a slow cooking process.
It's really creamy.
Yeah, very creamy. You have to add stock and you have to sit and watch.
It's kind of like a sauce like rice with sauce, but
yeah.
It all comes from the starch.
Right.
And the process, which we will go into in depth. It's very easy. But check out these shrooms that I got for us.
I love them. They look great.
Hedgehog mushrooms.
Yeah, the Takis.
Hedgehog mushrooms.
Takis.
Same mushroom. 2 different names. Stick with hedgehog. Don't listen to him. He tries to get too fancy sometimes. We've got oyster mushrooms. Check them out. Aren't they gorgeous?
Oh, they're beautiful. And they're called oyster mushrooms because they look like an oyster. I don't know if you know that.
Yes, I did know that.
Okay, just check, making sure.
What is this?
Shiitakes. They're shiitake mushrooms.
I wanted to make sure.
I know what they are. They're shiitake mushrooms.
And then...
If you would have had creminis up here, it would have been something different. If you're trying to quiz me.
We need that. Well, what do we have in the pot?
We have porcinis.
We've got dry porcini mushrooms in the pot that we've got in there with the water, and we're just cooking it up because they come dried, and we want to reconstitute them. And then we're gonna make this risotto. and we're gonna finish it with the fried Brussels
fried
sprouts
Brussels
leaves.
sprouts.
But I want to start cooking, so let's do
Yeah,
the
I'm
fried
happy
Brussels
to
sprout
start
leaves.
cooking.
So I'm just gonna take a bunch of these outer leaves off, Jeff.
Yeah.
You know, not too many, because as you get inside, they get a little bit more bitter.
Sure.
And these are just, again, what I'm gonna use for a garnish. So I'm just slicing them.
So you're just gonna saute them in butter and oil?
Straight olive oil.
Just straight
You
olive
know, I'm Greek, man. I like butter, but I use olive oil. All right? I've got, you know...
The Brussels sprouts are one of those things that they taste great with bacon. Like when they're stewed with bacon.
When you make sauteed with bacon,
Yeah.
go with a nice steak or something, phenomenal.
My grandmother, I was never a Brussels sprout fan until I had my grandmother's, and she did them with bacon and butter, salt, pepper, real simple, real easy, and they're...
All right, good story. I'm gonna start cooking these Brussels
All right,
sprouts.
oh, I'm gonna drink the wine.
Don't drink the wine, we need it for the risotto.
We'll have enough.
Yeah, that's why I put the bottle in the back. There's never enough wine when you're in the kitchen. Now, again, very simple. I put the olive oil in the pan, heating it up nice and hot. You know, you can tell it's starting to move a little bit quicker.
The legs.
I put a test in,
Right.
not ready yet. Holding back, because you want the oil to be hot, because you want it to be good.
Nice and crispy.
And crispy and nice. Can you do me a favor, sir?
be
Can
happy
you grab me the plate with the paper towel? Because when I take it out, and also a spoon or a tongs, when I take this out of the oil, I want it to dry right away on some kind of a paper towel where I could season it. So that way, everything is good and it stays crispy. I'm gonna put these in.
I'm glad to see that he had all of his mise en place together. Plate, tongs. I guess he's using his hands to cook.
Well, don't you use your hands to cook? What do you use, your mouth?
I do, but
Give
not
me
when,
this.
not when
Give
I'm
me this.
not when I'm sautéing.
Why? We can flip using our
Yeah, all
fingers.
right, good luck with that.
See? Come on.
I have salt and pepper here for you as well.
Now, this is just gonna take about,
It's probably only a
I'd
couple
say
of
about
minutes.
like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I'm gonna let these sit and cook for a minute. Let's go to commercial. When we come back, we're gonna start our risotto. This is Cooking with Kefi, and we'll see you in just a minute. Welcome back to Cooking with Kefi. I'm your host, George Kyrtatas. This is my boy, Geoff Johnson. Our Brussels sprouts are ready. I'm gonna take them off the fire. Hey, Jeff, why don't you grab your pan?
All right.
And let's start cooking this risotto, man.
Yeah, I want to get started on it.
Oh, you know what? The smell of these Brussels sprouts
Oh, they smell great.
is already going fantastic. I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna bring it over here. And what do you need, man? I'm gonna help you out now.
Oh, now you're helping me.
I'm gonna help you. You need lots of help. So what do you want?
There's a first.
I see olive oil going in the pan.
I have olive oil that I'm putting in the pan. I want to
You want butter?
get this nice and hot. A little bit of butter.
Take
and
some
then
butter.
I'm gonna.
You stay over there. I'm gonna give you the stuff.
Oh, okay.
You're cooking. I'm helping.
All right. Can I get some mushrooms? Being that
You
it
want
is
some
a
mushrooms?
mushroom-
Okay. What about
It is a
onions? You want
mushroom
onions
risotto.
too?
I'll take the leeks, the white onion.
Leeks, white onion. Stay, man, stay.
okay.
I'm afraid that if you leave that station, you're gonna burn something.
I'm not gonna burn anything. Can I get the risotto?
You want the risotto?
Yeah.
What, you want to toast your,
Yeah,
toast your rice?
The rice. The rice would be nice.
Are you toasting your rice?
Yes, I'm gonna saute the onions, the leeks. Now, leeks are basically green onions on steroids. I'm gonna saute the white onion, the leeks, with the mushrooms if I can get them at some point tonight. From Chef George. We're gonna
The
do
hostility
oysters.
in this
We're
kitchen
gonna
is
do
just-
the oyster mushrooms. We're
It's
gonna do
painful.
the matake mushrooms,
Hedgehog mushrooms.
hedgehogs. And then over here, earlier, I started to steep some of the porcinis that we were talking about.
You started to steep. You have to reconstitute them. They're
Reconstituted.
dry.
Yes, they're steeping in water. So we reconstituted the dried mushrooms. I'm gonna use that broth in with the risotto to give that nice mushroom flavor. And in the meantime, what are you gonna be working on? getting ready for your linguine, or?
Well, I'm gonna be over here chopping some stuff up for you.
Okay.
Get things going. Look at this, look at this. Now, as you can see, Jeff, just for you, I wanted to keep the mushrooms a similar size, but different shape.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted things to contrast in your mouth. I wanted to have that nice play. I wanted that mouth feel. You know, if you cut everything the same size, you don't get any contrast in textures. So there are your mushrooms.
They're beautiful. Thank you.
All right.
I have the leeks and the onions in there, and then I have our sea salt.
We're gonna have a problem. You know what that problem is?
You eating all the Brussels sprouts?
Dude, they're so crispy.
I know. I was eating them on break.
They're like potato chips. I mean, you just keep eating them and you can't get enough of them.
Then I'm gonna add the rice, and we want to crisp. Basically, what I'm doing is just caramel. Yes, can I help you?
I'm making sure you're doing it right.
Oh, okay. Mix it up. We want to get. What is that?
I'm demonstrating how you're doing that.
Demonstrating what I'm doing.
Yes.
Okay. For everybody at home, in case you didn't
Two-hand
understand what I'm
shake.
doing, he's got it down pat.
Woo,
But
woo.
we want to get a nice nutty flavor from the kernels of the rice, and then some of the mushrooms are going to go in. Wow, really?
What's wrong, buddy?
No, nothing.
Are you okay over there with the risotto?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Take some of the mushrooms, and
Now, we
then
got some other ingredients.
I'm gonna deglaze with the white wine.
With the white wine? Are you ready for the wine?
Yes, I'm ready for the wine.
Do I have to put it in so you don't drink it?
No, I have to deglaze with the white wine.
He's drinking my wine.
So and here I have that beautiful mushroom stock.
Oh. Now you've got mushroom stock. Do you want to put some chicken stock in there as well?
I
Some
can.
chicken broth?
Let's add some chicken stock just to enhance it a little bit. Bring out some flavors. Now with risotto.
We're adding as much flavor in this as possible. We're putting the mushroom stock, we're putting the chicken stock, we've got the leeks, we've got 3 different types of mushrooms. Now we're using 3 different mushrooms because each one has its own unique flavor. You know, people think a mushroom's a mushroom. No, it's not, because if they were all the same, they wouldn't have so many varieties.
Right.
You know, everyone is just a little bit different. Keep stirring your rice.
I'm going.
Everyone is just a little bit different.
Keep yapping. So I'm gonna put this on low, and with risotto, it's a slow cooking process. So we want to allow the rice and some time. All cooking takes time.
So he almost forgot the time. What are you gonna do without me?
You left it over there. I thought you were getting all my stuff.
You didn't
together.
ask for it.
Can I have some parsley also?
You want some parsley too?
Yeah.
I got some parsley. Can I put the parsley in?
Sure.
Look
But
at that. And I'm
looks-
gonna
that's
leave
beautiful.
some for the end because I
Yeah.
always like to put a little bit of fresh herbs in at the end because as you put in fresh herbs, if you put them in at the beginning of the cooking process, the flavor mellows down. So I'm gonna put some more at the end just to
Absolutely.
give it a little bit of a punch, which is why we put the thyme in, the thyme being a dry herb. We threw that in at the beginning because this is still gonna take about, what would you say, another
15 minutes.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be stirring up.
That's
going.
the tricky thing with risotto, or actually the art of the risotto, is it's low and slow. It's a long cooking process, and you constantly have to add liquid because as the rice cooks, it absorbs the liquid, and then when it's done, it's gonna be a nice creamy texture. I'm not gonna add a whole lot more of
That
this.
smells good.
Yeah, because I made it.
No, I helped make it.
No, I made it. That's why it smells good.
I stuck my finger in it, therefore it's sweet.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay, if you say so.
You know what? I say so.
See, as all the liquid evaporates, now I'm gonna add a little bit more of the mushroom stock and a little bit more of the chicken broth.
I like the chicken broth flavor
yeah.
in there. But the mushroom
Well,
stock
it's-
just adds it. Are you putting any of the porcini mushrooms in as you're putting in the stock?
No, I'm gonna put the porcinis in at the end.
You're gonna put them at the end?
Yeah, only because it's gonna pretty much take over most of the flavor.
Now remember what he just said. The porcini mushrooms have such an overpowering flavor that we're gonna put that in last. Because if he puts it in now, everything's gonna get that flavor. Why don't you keep stirring We're gonna go to commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna finish this mushroom risotto, do our spaghetti with sun-dried tomatoes and olives. This is Cooking with Kefi. Don't go anywhere. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Keep going, man.
I'm working on it. It smells great. It looks great.
That's what's going on.
It's gonna taste great too.
Welcome back to Cooking with Kefi. I'm your host, George Kyrtatas. I got Geoff Johnson over there cooking up some mushroom risotto. And now we're gonna start on our pasta dish. But first, you gotta mess over there. Give me some of this stuff.
I have plenty of stuff.
Come here, pass it on over, man.
All right. I got all the mushrooms.
You know what? We're not gonna waste these mushrooms. I know I didn't say I was gonna put them in, but I'm gonna use a little bit in my dish.
Use them.
Can I have all the other stuff that's over there? Give me that rice, leave that there. I want the rice and the chicken broth.
Okay.
You know why?
Some arborio rice.
Because in a minute, I'm gonna be cooking over there.
And my risotto is just about done. You want me to move over?
You know what? You move over because I want that flyer because that's my lucky fire. I'm gonna cook there. Yeah, I've got a lucky fire too. But I'm gonna start.
It really has been.
You know what?
I'll move over.
Look at these Brussels sprouts and you'll see how lucky I am.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna start on my sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just gonna slice them up.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna look here. I'm gonna look at you. Are you taking my cheese?
No, I'm taking our cheese. I'm gonna put.
Now you want to share. Before you didn't want to share. Now he wants to share. Now it's our cheese.
Yes, it is. The risotto is just about done. So now I'm gonna add the Parmesan cheese. You want pepper flake in your risotto or no?
No.
We have Cento's pepper flakes. I figured.
That's gonna go in my tomato dish right here. But do me a favor, get my pan on the fire, put a little olive oil in it, let it start getting all nice and hot and goody.
Again,
you like that?
He doesn't
hot
have his mise en place.
and gooey. Got
Olive oil is in,
basil.
Chef.
Thank you.
And now I'm gonna add the porcini mushrooms, being that the risotto is pretty much done.
You're gonna add the mushrooms?
The porcinis, yeah.
What else do I want to do? The olives. I almost forgot to cut my olives.
How do you forget you're yelling at me about the mushrooms and you forgot your olives.
Hey, that's because you forgot them before. I didn't forget them. I was anticipating it. Watch this. All right, I got all my mise en place ready. I'm just gonna slide it over.
And push me out of the way.
I already pushed you out of the way.
I know. Your oil's nice and hot, Chef, so you're ready to go.
Beautiful.
Wait, hold on.
I'm coming over.
Get the. I know you need wine to cook with.
It looks like you need the wine to cook with. I'm just gonna put.
With you, that's why.
I'm gonna put some garlic in there. Give it a nice little shake. I'm gonna put a little salt. Now again, I didn't want to waste these beautiful mushrooms, so you improvise, you put it in, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not gonna go too much, but it's all gonna go good together. I'm also gonna throw in the sun-dried tomatoes at the beginning, and my olives. I'm keeping some of my basil to the very end. How's this mushroom risotto looking?
It's just about done. Another couple of minutes and it's ready to go.
You know what? I'm even gonna drizzle in just a little bit more extra virgin olive oil because the flavor of the olive oil.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. I'm just gonna keep on going.
Okay. It's a nice aioli that you have working.
While you're standing over there, can I have the pasta? Give me the tongues and the pasta.
You need tongues, you need pasta.
Tongues, pasta. We're gonna put that in.
Let me get this out of your way, and I'll get a plate. Now the pasta we already cooked off ahead of time.
Yes, it's already cooked pasta because I'm just finishing off in this dish. But you can see the colors and everything. And do you smell this?
That smells awesome. You kidding me?
Now
you're gonna add the pepper flakes.
Now I'm gonna put in a couple pepper flakes. I want it in at the very end on purpose.
Okay.
I didn't want the dish to be hot. And if I put it at the beginning, it would have coated everything. I put it in at the very end. And I'm just gonna...
And that way you didn't infuse the oil with the heat to make it hotter, right?
Put the pasta here, and then I'm putting all this right on top.
while you're doing that, I'm gonna plate my risotto.
We're gonna have to have a taste off and see which one you like better.
I think so.
Look at this, Jeff.
No, it looks awesome. I mean, look how creamy the risotto is.
I'm putting the Parmesan cheese on top.
We'll save some of that for me because I want to top the risotto with it.
You want me to put some cheese on top of you? Is that what you said?
No, I want to top
on top of
my
the risotto. And now I've got the chiffonata, my basil. Jeff, look at this.
Wow, it looks awesome. A little extra cheese.
Wait, stop.
Oh,
My
the Brussels sprouts.
Did you try one of these? I know.
I did during the break.
You did during the break?
Yeah, they're like potato chips.
They're phenomenal. I'm just gonna take this.
I'm gonna get some forks.
You know what? We've cooked a lot of meals together, but this right here, these two, this is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean, as the risotto sits, it's just gonna get creamier and creamier and creamier.
No,
and
I'm gonna throw you for a loop for a second.
I actually want
Watch
some of
this.
yours.
I'm really throwing for you for a loop.
Put some lemon on there.
The citrus that I'm adding right now
It's gonna bring everything out.
is gonna bring all the flavor together. That's just that last little squeeze of lemon juice. That's where it's at.
Oh, here's your fork.
We've got two amazing dishes. This is Cooking with Kefi. If you liked what you saw here today, go to Facebook and Twitter. We're gonna eat. I'm your host, George Kyrtatas. That's Geoff Johnson. Kali Orexi. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm gonna start with yours. You start with mine.
I'm gonna start with yours.